6 months. And I didn't listen to him. He used scripts that I knew were network marketing. I didn't want to be involved. I just knew it right off the bat. And over time, he kept calling, and it's persistence, right? So thank you. But here's one day he calls me, and this is incredible coaching. He calls me and says, do you want to make some extra money? Who's going to say no? See, he changed the script. And obviously I said, of course I want to make some money, because I thought he was going to buy another car. Long story short, I got started. Came to my first international. That was in San Jose. I remember Franco called me and had me sit down in the second row. And I remember telling him, because I was so blown away and so captivated by everything that was going on there. And I said, I feel like I'm in the middle of Success Magazine sitting here. And I was hanging on to every single word because everyone was talking directly at me. They were talking to me. Every single dream that I had is what they were talking about. And I've gone and achieved stuff in my life, but I've never gone and achieved my dreams. I've just put in so many hours of working. And I made money, but I never got my dreams. And that was to spend time with my boys. I got 2 boys. So, second international, I'm getting promoted as an ETL. Franco lets me sit in the front seats again. This time it's even better. I'm just learning more, and I had a vision of what I wanted to create. So the next international, I'm getting promoted as a TC. And I'm on the way here. I remember driving down, and I got banned at the border. And that process of trying to get me across, I've missed 11 internationals. And I actually didn't believe I was going to be here today. So I keep registering, showing up at the border, and they send me back home. But it's those first 2 internationals. See, everyone on stage, every SVP and every RVP spoke to me. They weren't talking to anybody else as far as I was concerned. They were talking to me about my dreams, my boys, and how I was going to go and spend time with them. Not anybody else's stuff, mine. And I've never had anybody in my entire life tell me that they're gonna willing to get up every day and help me go and achieve those dreams. So Franco, thank you. Shayne, thank you. Because here's the thing, guys, because of everything that they told me to do, I was quite clear. If either one of them told me to do something that was going to cause harm to me physically, I wasn't going to do it. So I wasn't going to jump off a bridge. But everything they asked me to do was uncomfortable, and that's all it was, uncomfortable. But they were standing there for me. They were standing there right beside me to help me do it. For October 25th, 2009 is when I started. January 10th, 2010, just before 10 o'clock, I went full-time into this business. That's 78 days. This has been the best thing I've ever done in my life. The friendships that I've made, forget about the money. Like, that's nothing compared to the friendships I've made, the people that stand for me every single day. And here's what they stood for me to grow and to be a better human being. You know, I was coming down over here, and for the first time, see, I've never heard my dad say, I'm proud of you, till today. But you know what? My 17-year-old son and my 15-year-old sent me messages and called me saying, Dad, I'm proud of you. And that's priceless. So guys, no one's going to ask you to do anything that's going to hurt you here. It's going to be uncomfortable, but go and ask yourself, how bad do you want your dreams? Because tomorrow everyone's going to talk directly to you. If you're listening to them, they're talking directly to you. And Franco's always told me, if I was there, I would have been an RVP. I can't predict the future, and I can't predict what would have happened if I'd have been here. But today, everybody was talking to me again. And here's what I know, that RVP is done.
Let me tell you something. You guys don't know why I had him sit next to me at the international event? Because at that time I had no girlfriend. I have a girlfriend, I can't sit there anymore. But the second thing is, he maxed out the comp line at each position each time. Isn't that crazy? Like an EPL, he maxed out the EPL comp line. Isn't that crazy? Then he hit TC, and he actually was on his way to max out that. You were like on your way to max out that. But guess what happened? No international power anymore. What happened to his production? Right in the toilet for a long time. So the one thing I know about Shayne, he has incredible work ethic. Unfortunately, in this business, work ethic is not enough. You need the power of this event for you and for your organization to grow. Because as you build your team, it's not just about you anymore, it's about your team that gets leveraged. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if your team isn't getting trained, if they're not going to the next level, neither are you. You only get promoted as your team gets promoted. Now, he's learned it the hard way. Unfortunately, circumstances behind him, I know what he's done behind the scenes to make sure he can cross the border and do all that stuff. Unbelievable stuff. And I don't know anybody that outworks this guy. Like, he'll work at AC until 2, 3, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Sometimes he does. Bed. That's how bad he wants it, but he has to do that because he's been banned from coming down here. It's something he did when he was very young. Okay, unfortunately, it comes back to bite you in the butt. Okay, that's just how it is. But I gotta tell you, there's very few people in this world that inspire me like this man, just with his work ethic. No shame, you know what I'm talking about, right? He's great. Let's give a big hand. Shayne's a girl.